Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I thought you might like to tag along and paint this fun poinsettia with me. I'll put this photo in my Leslee Troe Art Friends Facebook group. I'll put it in a media folder so that you guys, if you want to use it as a traceable, you can do that. I've also got it a little bit bigger. I took the photo, oh, where is it? Maybe I don't have it on here. I'll also put the full photo in that folder in case you want to paint a little more of it. Okay, let's have some fun. Okay friends, let's chat. I've got an 8" by 8" canvas panel. This one's from US Art Supply. Oops, sorry, just hit my video arm. I've got pretty tight quarters here. It'd be fun if I had another cam and you could see how it's set up. I painted it dark, lots of phthalo blue green shade, and then I just grabbed some yellow. I did grab a little magenta to get some really dark areas. Here's one that doesn't have the traceable on it. You might be able to see it better. Just put a couple coats on to get good coverage. And I want it dark colors. Isn't that pretty? Okay. As I mentioned, I'll put the photo that I turned into a traceable in my Leslee Troe Art Friends Facebook group. That link is in this video's description. I printed it out. I cropped it and printed it out at 8 by 8, so it's to scale. Oh, I scribbled on the back with a little bit of yellow chalk. You can't really see it where the leaves go, and then I took some white chalk pastel and scribbled some more on the back. My colors are Mars Black, so I'm going to use, I kind of call them my quote unquote my primaries because they're not red, yellow, blue exactly. But anyway, Mars Black, phthalo blue green shade, cadmium yellow medium hue, and quinacridone magenta. Alrighty, I think what I'm going to start with is maybe getting a little bit of the detail in so I don't lose it. And then putting in some of the big leaves. I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to maybe use some Posca pens on this. Maybe a gold pen for some glitter, or silver pen. I have gold and silver paint. Splattering would be fun. There's lots of options that you can do. Okay, I'm gonna start with some of the details and I'll be back in a bit. Oops, I forgot to tell you. For those who like to know, on the background, I used a 1" low Cornell flat brush. For the detail, you could really paint it. I could paint like the little, not quite yet open centers and leaves with the corner of this brush, but I think I'm going to use a smaller brush. But then you could use a fairly big brush for the leaves too if you wanted. Okay guys, now I'll be back in a bit for real. friends. I thought I'd pop in and talk about what I'm thinking and what's going on. So I mixed a purple with quite a bit of magenta and a little bit of phthalo blue-green shade. I mixed a red with quite a bit of both, the cad yellow and the magenta. It's kind of an orangey red, but that's okay because when I paint over the green, it gets really muted. Oh, and I used some pink. So I painted the veins so I don't lose them. Kind of reminds me where the leaves are. I am losing them when I paint over them, but that's okay. Just was helping me see things. Here, if you want to I don't know if I'm done with the center, but it's pretty. And I like the pinky purple color in there. You could make it more red. I might make it more red. I'm really not sure. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is the quinacridone magenta and the cad yellow are semi-transparent colors. You can tell because the box is half filled. Hopefully that's focusing. Here, it might be a little bigger on this tube. And I like that because I can get a really dark, barely there red. And you can see where I put on a little more thicker paint. Has a little more coverage. And then I mixed just a little bit of white with this red-orange just to kind of pull up in value a little bit. This leaf is on top of this leaf kind of a thing. I put on some white to remind me I kind of want a white edge. Oh, and I put out my sun. My light's coming from over here. So that's about all I wanted to pop in. I think I might make that red just a little darker. And if you run out of red, just mix some more. It doesn't have to be exact. You know it's quinacridone magenta and cad yellow. There, I think I like that better. I don't know if you can see the difference on video. Oh, and I'm using a 1/2-inch flat brush from Michaels. I kind of picked it because it's in between. I could definitely use a bigger brush like on this leaf, but then I'm going to need a smaller brush on these leaves. And you can switch brushes too. I don't know if you can really see that. I can't hardly read it anymore. It's their Artist Loft series. It came in a pack of like 4 or 5 brushes in a plastic pack. Okay guys, I'll pop back in when I think of something. Just a thought or two. So I'm really liking this area. Is very pretty. The contrast is fun. Right now it calls a lot of attention. When I get it up closer, my camera adjusts and it actually looks lighter than it is here. I could keep going with layers of red and it might go a little slower. I could maybe mix a little white in with some pinks or some oranges and bring it up quicker. But I think what I'm going to do is let it dry so I can erase some of the chalk. I might be able to do it now. I'm going to go have dinner, let it dry, and I'll come back. I've already been working on this a couple hours already, just in case you're wondering. I don't paint terribly fast. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I do like the direction it's going in. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey, I think I'm there. I'm looking at it through my phone and I'm wondering if it's a little dark. I took a photo of it and loved it. I like, like that's just kind of a fun shape and kind of orangey. I put some pink in there. These are purpley, some purple stems and veins. I like that. I like the sort of loose brush strokes. I put white here, and there, a little dot of white there, a dot of white there. There's sort of a little white there, just to kind of keep you even more in here. Even though this is quite dark down here, this is dark. Here, let's do this. So you can tell I'm not totally sure if I'm done. I mean, I could be done. But I'm thinking about putting here, before I go any further, maybe hinting at a leaf, a green leaf in here. I like the dark shapes. This is actually a nice dark shape. That's probably why I'm... So sometimes I would say to my daughter when she was young, if it's not a heck yes, it's a no. And I'm not listening to that advice. I think I might put a leaf in there. Isn't that pretty? I like the yellows and the pinks in there. It's fun, and the purple. And then the red glazes nicely, so I can slowly bring up the red color if I want, or knock back like some of the orange with a little bit of red. Here, I'll just do it to demo, because it's a semi-transparent color, since my quinacridone's semi-transparent and so is my yellow. But I like that. Let's see, I'm not sure where I want to put it. Can you see it? That's fun. Oh, and I put in some blues, greens, just to kind of put more shadows back in sometimes in the leaf. We could splatter some snow on it. That could be fun. You could, I don't think I'm going to do it. Maybe on the next one I will. You could take Posca pens and outline. That would be fun. Okay, guys, I'm going to put in a leaf and then I'll be back. I'm calling it done, and I don't think the hint, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but I don't think the hint of a leaf, I actually put just barely a hint of a leaf over there, makes much difference. You could put in another red one. Let me know if you paint this and what you do, what you think. As I mentioned probably a couple times already, but this is day 3, I think, of me working on this. I will put the reference photo, which I took, in my Leslee Troe Art Friends Facebook group. It is my photo, but you can use it for personal use however you like. I think we already did a tour, but we'll give you one more quick little tour. And then maybe a screenshot. I don't know if I can get it much closer. I'm trying to see the top of my photo. That's pretty. Trying to get it square, trying not to wiggle. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It is so fun for me to hang out with you guys. You brighten my day every single day. I can't thank you enough. Great, big, happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.